Hello there, Cancer, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and today I'm going to be doing your July love reading. So we're going to start with the oracle cards to get the overall energy for the month in your love life, and then we'll go to the tarot to get some more details. If you're enjoying this reading or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would like, share, or subscribe. Okay, so let's see what your overall energy for this month is. Yang, really nice. This is an energy of, perhaps needing to take some action in your love life. Maybe, putting yourself out there a little bit more. Okay, and now let's take a look again. Loyal heart. This may be you having to take a little bit of action with deep knowing on the bottom. Like you know that there's some action you need to take towards somebody that you cherish. The loyal heart. If you're in a connection, this is you perhaps expressing your love or, doing something romantic or just kind of putting yourself out there a little bit towards this person. And if you're not in a connection, if you're single, it's, that energy of knowing so much down deep inside of you that, oh, look at this, that there is somebody fated on your path and that they are on the way. And kind of like just getting yourself into that energy of, pretending they're almost already in your life. Just kind of, dressing the part, acting the part as if your soulmate is already with you. And that'll help manifest and bring this energy in and this person even so much more quickly. Okay, so let's take a look at the romance angel cards. And then we'll move on to the tarot. So let's see what we have here. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Yeah, so I think if there's somebody that you have in mind, it is time to kind of maybe, put it out there a little bit more. If you're in a connection, really trying to take your, connection to the next level. Making romantic gestures. I know, this is kind of like your birthday season. Maybe you're kind of even, thinking about taking a trip or something. Maybe inviting this person along. Let your friends help you. Yeah, so, there could be some conflict. You might be separated from somebody that you love. And allowing your friends to kind of like, just talking with them and seeing, hey, what do you think about this? How about if I reach out? Or how about if, I offer to cook dinner or something like that? Even if you're not separated, it's just kind of like that energy of wanting to do something for somebody that you truly love. Or this could be, roles reversed and this person is going to be making some kind of effort towards you. So this is definitely about taking, love yourself first, making sure that you're in a good place. But wow, this is really nice, Cancer. I think this is one of, your most positive readings in a while. So I love it. Yeah, and it's about you being willing to also participate in this, which I think you are ready to do. It's just kind of knowing that, yeah, you have to kind of, do your part. If somebody reaches out to you, it's about, responding very, in a very loving way, in a very excited, a positive way. Really nice energy. Okay, so we're going to go to the tarot. In your present energy, you have strength. This is, I love this because look, this is a lion, right? And so it could be a Leo that you are dealing with, but look at how the lion is just almost like a pussycat in her lap, right? I mean, just really just embracing each other. And it could be, especially if you are in conflict with somebody that you love and maybe you're separated or you're having some situation right now, this is about you having the strength to get through this as a couple or a partnership. And it's about kind of, I want to say, taming the beast. For some reason that's coming up, and I don't really think of that with the strength, but it's kind of, with the strength card, it's really about something about taming the beast. So we're going to clarify these, but perhaps you need to tame the beast inside you, be like really grounded in yourself, or perhaps the person that you're dealing with that has seemed kind of beastly is going to become more of, you know, this pussycat kind of energy, you know, just kind of like really soft and cuddly and adorable. I don't know why those words are coming out. Okay, so your obstacle this month is trying to move on. And, you know, if you're in a connection and there's been some conflict, and I don't know why, because I don't have a card of conflict, but that, you know, that word keeps popping up in my mind. So it's about moving on, kind of like forgiving and forgetting. If you are coming out of a connection and looking for new love in your life, it's about leaving it all behind, right? And this has been an obstacle for you. You may have been holding kind of a grudge a little bit. That might have something to do with this lion here, kind of roaring and saying, no, I'm right about this. But at the same time, it could be the person, you know, that you're dealing with. But it seems to me like it's, you're needing to soften your approach in this situation. Okay, so let's see what the advice is. 5 of Swords. This is, to me, this is the regret card, especially in this deck. If you'll notice, there's a woman standing here, and then in the shadows, there's kind of like the shadow of a man. And to me, it kind of symbolizes the regrets we can sometimes have in our love relationships, or about how we have handled ourselves in a love relationship. And I have a feeling somebody is going to express their regret for how they behaved. And when they were kind of beastly, they're going to come back and, you know, kind of come back in a really soft nature and say, I really was kind of a beast. Take me back, and really express, you know, their regrets in this situation. Okay, and then let's see, the Page of Wands is what your future is, kind of where you're trying to head. And once again, you have free will, so you don't have to go here. But this is learning some new information. And I think that having this new information is going to help you to also soften your approach in this whole situation. And once again, I think there may be a conflict between you and somebody else. And then it's kind of like realizing that you really do love each other. And for some reason, I'm getting the sense that you need to really compromise. There needs to be some forgiveness in the situation. This just came out to me that, you know, like these two, you know, lovebirds, the two owls in the Loyal Heart, kind of have the same kind of shape as the two hands here. And realizing that together you can create the kind of love that you really want. This is about, I really have a sense of working together with somebody and knowing that you need to make the effort, because remember we had to make the effort here, that both sides need to make the effort to bring this love back together, and that this is really something that is on your soul path, something that you are kind of meant to do. There's going to be, you know, a lot of knowledge and wisdom gained by working through this situation. And on the bottom we have the 3 of Cups, so there is a celebration in the end. Oh my goodness. And then the Sun, so you will be celebrating the abundance of love in this in the situation. And you know, for some of you, you are going to, you may have had a period of time where you were single and just kind of like working on yourself, getting clarity about the situation. But you knew all along that this was on your path. The temperance is about things being worked out behind the scenes in order to come into play and to work out in your favor. Wow, really nice energy here. Okay, so we're going to clarify these to see if we can get a little bit more information. So Spirit, why do we have the Strength card here? What is Cancer needing to know about the Strength card, or why they need strength at this time? 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups, oh my gosh, 7 of Cups on the bottom. Okay, Cancer, there is a ton of love in this situation. I know that you are, you know, the Cups energy that is part of you as a water sign, but there is so much love in this connection, and I think that you know that. That is part of your deep knowing that this is such a deep, deep connection. And you know, somebody here has tried to walk away from this situation. They possibly thought, oh, I'm going to go and try to find something better than this connection. They may have walked away. And this isn't like a lot of conflict. This is more of, I think this is just over between us, so I'm going to walk away. That type of energy. But with the 6 of Cups, they're returning. They want to return and see if this connection can work again. And look at this. We have the 3 of Cups. So there is that celebration energy again. We have the 3 of Cups twice. So you will be celebrating in this love. I think you're going to be really excited when this person comes back. And maybe not in a sense of, oh yes, they're back, but just kind of like a sense of maybe we can work this out. Because I think when this person isn't in your life, or you aren't in their life, because I think it is, I think you're both kind of mirroring each other. There could be a little bit twin flame action here. You're definitely thinking about them, and they're definitely thinking about you. And even if they're the one that walked away, okay, if they walked away, then they want to return, because they realize that by walking away, it's kind of like you didn't close this relationship out. That 8 of Cups energy is like there wasn't perhaps a really big fight. You may have had a little fight or something, obviously, if you're not together, but it wasn't like an ending. It was just kind of like, okay, we're going to go our separate ways, and you kind of went your separate ways. Or you may have said something like, well, we're on a break, and what you didn't realize was that, okay, we've been apart for a very long time, and somebody is going to come back and admit that they regret that you have been apart for so long, that this took so long to get back together. Okay, so let's take a look at your obstacle. We have a 6 of Swords, so let's see what else we have here. We have the Queen of Swords, the Strength card again, and the 2 of Pentacles, with King of Cups on the bottom. So here's your energy, Cancer. You know, with the King of Swords, you know, this could be a air sign that you're dealing with, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Somebody, though, really got kind of up in their head about this situation, and I have a feeling it's the person that you're dealing with. Somebody got really up in their head and very analytical about this situation, and the King of Swords, to me, is someone that's also kind of cold about the whole situation. There's not a lot of love in the situation. They're kind of coming at it from an analytical type of approach. You know, I don't know. I have this scene in my head right now of, you know, like a legal pad, one of those yellow legal pads, and they have the pros and the cons, and you know, somebody like writing down the pros and the cons of the relationship, something like that, like totally analytical, like no love involved, and may have ended this relationship kind of in a cold way, you know, just I don't know, maybe I don't even want to say this, like in a text message. I used to teach middle school, and I'm telling you, you know, the things, the way they break up when they're in middle school. But it's kind of like getting a text message. It's over, you know, and you're like, what is going on? You've had the strength to get through this, though, and, you know, you've kind of been juggling back and forth about, will they return? Will we get back together again? You know, what's going on in our relationship? And that is the reason why it's been so hard for you to move on, to definitely move on. I think, you know, you've taken steps to move away from this person or this energy, but at the same time, it's just been really, really hard to do that. Okay, and it's really because they are, you know, such a strong connection, you know, really part of you. Okay, so now let's move on to your advice. We have the Five of Swords, which is, you know, a sense of conflict and regret. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, we have a lot of major arcana here. We have the Magician. Somebody is really trying to manifest, to taking this to a new, calmer place. Somebody is really trying to manifest stepping into a new world. Now, the only thing is I'm getting kind of a little bit of a sense of manipulation. This is your advice. I don't think it's you, Cancer, that's manipulating. I'm afraid that the person coming back may try to, I think they're going to come back and they're going to be trying to reconcile with you. They're going to kind of share their regrets, but not completely. And instead, they're going to try to, in a sense, try to make you feel somewhat guilty for what happened. They just want to start a new chapter. So I'm not sure that everything they say is really going to be super truthful. You know, we have the Six of Swords here. They're just like, let's just move on to calmer waters. Almost, I don't have, you know, I think the thing is we don't have like an apology here. And with the Magician, I just feel like they're manifesting that you can start anew, you can reunite very quickly, move into calmer waters, not really rehash anything from the past. But the thing I'm a little concerned about is that there's also like no apology here. So let's, the Magician, please. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay, so with the Devil here, yeah, I'm really getting this sense that the Magician card, there's some toxicity here, there's some manipulation on their part, and I think that they are going to come in and give you an offer, but once again, there's like no cups here. Like if this person is like returning right now, and look at all the cups energy that we have in the present energy, like there's a lot of cups, like showing a lot of love, but then underneath, your advice from Spirit is that this isn't all that it's really meant to be. Like they're coming in and they're offering something, but once again, it's not true love. It's something tangible. And they just want to put this burden down. All they want to do is get rid of, I feel like they want to lift this guilt off of their shoulders. Really kind of interesting energy, because I didn't really sense that until we got to this, but there is a lot of toxicity. So Cancer, you know, you're probably, you know, you may have even sensed that before I did, looking at the cards. Like you may have already had this deep knowing about, well, I'm not going to get all of the truth from this person. Okay, so let's see what this Page of Wands is. Let's get some clarity there. Two of Swords, Judgment, Three of Swords, Eight of Wands. You're definitely getting some type of communication from them. They want a fresh start with you, but you also want a fresh start. And I think that that is what your judgment call is. You know, do you want a fresh start with this person, or do you just want a fresh start? Because underneath that, we have the sun, you know, the abundance, the love, the joy, everything that you really, really want in life is underneath here. And here is your Page of Cups. Finally, we're getting the apology, but it's kind of buried down underneath there. I'm getting the sense that they would like to apologize, but they just don't, they're having a hard time getting the strength to actually say, I am sorry. And I think that, you know, in a way, this kind of breaks your heart. You're kind of like, you broke my heart, and I think you really are looking for, you know, it's like this Page of Wands, look, it has like the magnifying glass. And a lot of times that means, you know, that we're kind of learning, trying to learn new information. I think you're almost kind of like looking really closely for the apology. I think you want an apology. Like, this person really did break your heart when they left. And you're trying to decide what to do. And with the Judgment card, it is your call. Okay, this is the card of second chances. So you do have a second chance at this relationship, but it's kind of like trying to figure out, is it really something that you want to work on? With the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom. Once again, the High Priestess is showing up. We have this, you know, deep knowing. Like, you know that this is a really deep connection, possibly a twin flame, but definitely a soulmate connection, and that, you know, you feel like this person should be in your life forever, but there's also like you're setting boundaries and healthy boundaries with this person. I think part of your lessons with this situation is learning how to build those boundaries, because look at you. You are the Empress. You know, you are just full of love, compassion, creativity, just a lovely, lovely energy. And you're stepping really into this Queen of Swords energy, where it's kind of like, I'm cutting out everything that doesn't belong. And I think it's really up to you about whether or not you want to continue with this relationship. It does look like they want to apologize. I just don't know if they're actually going to say it. And maybe that's part of your decision. Like, if they actually say the words, I'm sorry, you might say, okay, you know, but I just have a feeling that I'm not sure they're going to take the, you know, actually admit their entire part in this, or, you know, acknowledge the part that they played in all of this. I think with this manipulation, I'm afraid that they're going to come back and they're going to say, yeah, but you did this, you did that. And it's kind of like they never acknowledge what they did. It's almost like they're pointing the finger towards you about what your part was in it, but they're not really acknowledging their part. Okay, so here's your Creativity Oracle card. Actualization. You will achieve your full potential by virtue of your creativity and your honest pursuit of truth. And I really feel like that's what you're trying to do here, is really, you know, get the truth out of this person. I think you really want them to acknowledge what they did, how painful it was, and possibly, you know, we have these, you know, romantic feelings. I really wonder if this person isn't going to come back in and try to, you know, just play on your romantic feelings for each other, the chemistry part, and not make the true effort to, you know, recognize their part in all of this. Okay, Cancer, you've been forewarned. You've been forewarned. And I really think you're going to make the right decision. Remember, on the bottom, we have love yourself first. And underneath that, oh my goodness, we have wedding and honeymoon. Okay, so, yeah, I think for some of you, you may have actually been married to this person or were about to marry this person. I think this person really has been in your life perhaps for a while, and it's kind of like, you know, trying to figure out, can you really make this work? Okay, so here's your Lover's Oracle card. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Oh my goodness, that is just so perfect, because I really do feel like Spirit is saying to you that it is, where's that Judgment card, right? I mean, it's up to you. You get to decide. And I do feel like for a lot of you, you are going to be the Queen of Swords. You're going to ask the right questions. You're going to make sure you have all of the information. You know, remember this Page of Wands. You're like, no stone goes unturned. Yes, you're going to say, no stone goes unturned. You're going to figure out what really is going on, not only in this situation, but in, you know, in their head, in their hearts. Like, what is the truth? And you're not going to rest until you get it. Well, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed doing it for you. And if you did resonate with it, I would really appreciate if you would like, share, or subscribe. And I wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. I hope to see you soon. Bye.